हाय गाइस, आज के वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे एक ऐसे इशू के बारे में जिसको लेकर हमारी सोसाइटी में ना तो ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन है, ना ही कोई उसके बारे में ज़्यादा बात करता है. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट ऑर्गन डोनेशन. डिड यू ऑल नो दैट वन डोनर कैन सेव अप टू 8 लाइव्स? मुझे तो ये नहीं मालूम था, बट नाउ सिंस आई नो अबाउट इट, मैं चाहती हूँ कि आप लोग भी ऑर्गन डोनेशन के बारे में और ज़्यादा जानें. बाय द वे, आई एम एट जसलोक हॉस्पिटल. जसलोक हॉस्पिटल इन एसोसिएशन with the week have come up with this noble initiative called Zindagi Na Rukne Do, which is of course an organ donation awareness initiative. Friends, recently एक event हुआ था सेंट रीजस में जहाँ पे डॉक्टर्स, डोनर्स, recipients सब साथ में आए थे to create more awareness about organ donation. Check it out.
It is my honor to welcome all of you to this inspiring organ donation awareness event presented by Jaslok Hospital in collaboration with The Week.
I urge everyone to join hands with us in this mission to save lives. Let's work together to create a ripple effect of kindness and generosity. Together, we can make a difference and give hope to those in need. Thank you, Jaslok Hospital and The Week for taking this initiative, and I am looking forward to being a part of this journey.
It is encouraging that Maharashtra is leading in organ donation pledge, and we have crossed the mark of 1 lakh organ.
Is one of the noblest acts of humanity. As storytellers, we at The Week are humbled to play our part in amplifying this message. Together, let us ensure that life does not stop. Zindagi na rukne do.
Why it is called Avyav Dan is Mahadan? Who gave us the life? What do you do when you donate the organs after the death? You are giving life to somebody who would have otherwise died. So it is not just saving life, you are giving the life. So it is equivalent to what the God has done. Okay, that's what the act you are doing. That's why it is called Mahadan. Come forward from your side and tell the doctors we will like to donate the organs because they can save their lives.
So we are speaking about organ donation, the whats, the ifs, the buts, everything, and please feel free to ask questions at the end of the session.
I have told my children, I have told my wife that my body should be donated. Friends, if you want to donate, don't worry about whether the organ goes to the right person or not. It is not important. It goes is more important. Thank you.
So we have with us Mr. Dinesh Poddar, who donated his kidney 50 years back to his own brother.
जीवन नैया अभी भी चल रही हो. आज भी मैं 15 घंटा अच्छी तरह से काम कर सकता हूँ. 70 साल की उम्र है. 19 साल में ऑपरेशन, भाई का 28 साल की उम्र थी और आज 70 साल में बस आपके सामने ऐसे ही हूँ. और देखिए भगवान के ऊपर. थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू.
Ronak Bhatia, who is a liver transplant recipient.
I live a very normal life, just like a normal individual. There are no further challenges like it used to be some time back when I was facing these health issues. Thankful to Jaslok Hospital and Week for initiating such a wonderful program.
Friends, today's campaign has not only spread awareness but also shown seeds of change in society. Let us pledge to carry this message forward and ensure that no patient loses his life for want of organ.
So friends, I have the CEO of Jaslok Hospital, Mr. Jitendra Haryan. Sir, मुझे ये बताइए कि जिंदगी ना रुकने दो. What is this initiative and why?
In our country, the cadaver donations are very less as compared to the Western countries. So this is a small attempt from Jaslok Hospital to create awareness in this area. So हम बहुत सारे campaigns या interactions के द्वारा ये थोड़ा सा एक अवेयरनेस का ड्राइव करना चाह रहे हैं so that we can motivate people to pledge their organs and more cadavers can happen because बहुत सारे patients they die waiting for the organs because सब patients को living donor नहीं मिलता है. तो इस एरिया में बहुत काम करना ज़रूरी है और ये हमारा एक छोटा सा अटेम्प्ट है.
organ donation जो है, it should be taught in schools, it should be out there.
एब्सोल्युटली, आई थिंक वो उस मतलब स्कूल या कॉलेजेस के स्टेज में ही ये इसकी शुरुआत होनी चाहिए, ताकि लोगों के मन में इसका एक विचार जो आता है वो उस स्टेज से ही आए. सडनली हम एट द एज ऑफ 50, 40 और 60 अगर कोई हमें पूछे कि यार तुम्हारे किसी डियर वन का ऑर्गन देना है, तो देन दे विल टेक अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम टू डिसाइड. अगर हम शुरू से इस चीज़ को अगर इनकलकेट करते हैं तो उनके मन में ये एकदम क्लियर थॉट रहता है कि नहीं, ऐसे अपने यहाँ पे अगर हुआ एंड इफ़ द ऑर्गन कैन बी डोनेटेड, इट शुड बी. हमें एक्शन की अब ज़रूरत है. अवेयरनेस पे वैसे तो काम हो रहा है, अवेयरनेस की और ज़रूरत भी है, बट ज़्यादा अभी एक्शन की भी ज़रूरत है.
It's a great,
क्योंकि ज़िंदगी को नहीं रुकने देना चाहिए.
Yes. जिंदगी
ना रुकने दो.
Friends, I'm going to be talking to some very renowned doctors and specialists from Jaslok Hospital जो organ donation के बारे में हमें educate करेंगे. So, let's go. We have Dr. Bhale Rao, who's the lead surgeon for heart and lung transplant at Jaslok. Welcome, doctor.
Thank you very much.
Doctor, I would like to know from you, how common are heart transplants in India?
Heart transplants are not a very common surgery. It is a surgery for end stage heart disease or heart failure. On an average, there are anything between 80 to 100 heart transplants which happen in the country every year. Most of the heart transplants happen from the southern part of India, where the rate of organ donation is more.
Oh, okay. This is a very small number, is it?
Yes.
If we compare it to the USA, do we have any data like how many heart transplants happen there versus what we are doing here?
On an average, the US does around 2,000 to 3,000 heart transplants a year. The major limiting factor here is the availability of brain dead organ donors who can donate the heart. We have enormous amount of patients who are suffering from heart failure, but the awareness of heart transplant as a surgical treatment, the availability of brain dead organ donations and a suitable matched organs is the major limiting factors for the numbers to be lesser in India.
It's more prevalent in the south, like more donations are happening there.
Yes.
You think literacy, education, it's got to do something with it, or is it like the limiting religious beliefs? Yeah, why south?
It's sort of a combination of multiple factors. So southern part of India, they have taken more lead on the communication with the patient, brain dead organ donors relative, counseling them, development of a robust infrastructure where organ donation is considered as a act of God, wherein you can give life to the next person who receives the organ. The public awareness is much more with multiple campaigns, multiple social media, advertisement, education through schools and colleges. So that actually is much more in the southern part of India as compared to the northern part. Overall, if we have to increase the number of heart and lung transplants, because in heart and lung you cannot have a live donation,
yeah,
so
right.
the donation has to happen through a cadaveric organ donor or what we call as a brain dead organ donor. So the awareness and the willingness to donate an organ is the most important thing, and it's the act of God, or it's a noble act, that's what we call. Policies also needs to change. So people who are willing to donate the organs should pledge in with a organ donor card, and that organ donor card has to be acknowledged if at a particular situation arises, so that the process can be sort of made it more convenient and comfortable for people who are willing to donate.
Thank you so much, doctor. I hope after listening to you, more and more people come forward and pledge their organs. So friends, now we have Dr. Ruchi Deshpande, who is the Director Nephrology Academics in Jaslok Hospital. India में what is the status of kidney transplant cases right now?
किडनी का प्रॉब्लम बहुत बढ़ रहा है. The number of patients who need dialysis is rising. So right now, of the percentage of patients who are on dialysis, not even 10% are getting a transplant. People are still not aware that blood group matching is not necessary for kidney transplant.
Oh, is it?
So you can have a different blood group donor donating to you with an equal amount of success. And at Jaslok, we have been doing it for more than 20 plus years now. And I can assure you that the results are equally good, whether the blood group is same or different. Average wait times are very high. 4 to 5 years minimum to get a good kidney, and in some blood groups it could be even 8 to 9 years.
Oh my God. Okay.
So that's why there is a big need for living related donations.
What do you think should be done? How do we make people aware?
So one thing is education. The second thing is for the disease donation, the whole thing is the outlook of the society in trying to help people who they don't know. And it's nice कि some people are at least coming forward to offer कि ठीक है अभी जो गया वो गया, but at least किसी और को जीने दो. That our loved one is gone. What is the point of burning his organs or burying them 6 feet under the ground? Might as well help somebody get a new life. See, there are people out there who are blood donors. A simple example.
Right.
People out there who are blood donors, why do they donate? Because they care. Do they know whom the blood will go to? I'm sure all of you must have donated blood at some point in your life.
Right.
Do you know who got that blood? Does it matter? You're still happy that you donated. Why? Because you know that it has got to a person who needed it and that hopefully helped them save his or her life. Same thing applies to the organs. When you give a part of your body to somebody out there who needs it, that makes you feel good, because at the end of the day, as a living human being, all of us want to do good. That is our basic nature. We want to be of help. We always wonder what is our purpose of life, why are we here, and we all wonder that we should do something meaningful in this life. When it comes to spiritual level, I'm sure a lot of people can resonate with this thought. What is the purpose, and am I really doing the thing I was destined for? And I would like to be contributing to the society which I am a part of. And here you get a chance. So it is very important that this is passed on to the people out there, that they can think about it.
Friends, remember what doctor said about donating your blood. You don't know whom it's going to, but you still know that you're helping someone out. Similarly, I think organ donation should be normalized as blood donation is. Thank you so much, doctor, for all your valuable time.
Thank you for having me on this.
Thank you. We have Dr. Abha Nagral, who is the Director Gastroenterology and Chief Hepatologist at Jaslok. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us.
Thank you.
What is the number of liver transplant cases that we are seeing in India right now? Is it like a big number that the liver transplants happen?
Yes, someone almost have about 4,000 plus transplants. More than that, I would say almost reaching 10,000 now. It started with that. This whole concept of brain death is important because people only understand heart stopping to beat as a form of death. But when the brain dies, the patient is dead, because in some time the heart and lungs are going to stop breathing because it's the brain which controls them. But if you can keep them artificially functioning till such time that the organs can be removed and then declare the patient dead, it's declared as brain death and the patient is dead. So when you retrieve organs from these patients, who are typically patients in a hospital in the ICU, they cannot be people at home. These are the ones who can donate organs, and that is what is called cadaveric transplant. Now we talk of living donors. So we are looking at close and near and dear ones to donate organs to our patients. How can you remove so much of the liver? You can, because the liver has a fantastic capacity to regenerate. It's the only solid organ in the body which can regenerate.
Right.
So you remove so much of the liver, both in the donor and recipient, the liver grows back to normal within 2 to 3 months. One brain dead person can actually save so many lives. So you can have the liver, you can split the liver into two, give it to 2 people, 2 kidneys, pancreas, heart, 2 lungs, intestine. So it's like at least 8-10 people who can be benefited. People do sign donor cards. So if I want to donate my organs, I'll sign a donor card. Now, I think more than signing a donor card, which is okay, it's an important symbolic thing. It's important that when I'm alive, I need to tell my near and dear ones that, look, if I do die a brain death, then please donate my organs. So, because finally it's your near and dear ones at the time of your brain death who are going to be the decision makers, not you. So that's one. And I think the other concept people need to realize is that brain death is only for a person who's in the ICU. So those are the ones who can donate vital organs. But if you die at home, within 6 hours of death, you can donate your eyes. I mean, that awareness also needs to be there, that if you are at home, you can donate eyes. skin. There's so many other things which can be donated. So
Really, skin?
yes,
This
skin.
I've never heard of.
Yes, skin. Yeah, so there are even from a cadaveric organ, people take blood vessels because you often, when you're joining blood vessels in various transplants, there can be a block in the vessels. The length may not be enough. So if you have retrieved blood vessels from the cadaveric donor, those can be used, preserved and can be used. So there's a lot one can, which can be done to save lives in various ways. Total awareness at all ends, government, medical profession, nurses, which includes
Healthcare
everybody, doctors,
professionals.
nurses, general population, everybody needs to be made aware, maybe right from school, the
Right.
concept of organ donation in colleges, should be there.
I am a living example. I think I have studied so well, but still I am completely
Yeah, so this was-
unaware of what you've been talking about, and it's like an eye opener at this age for me.
Yeah,
So
so-
definitely, I think we need to do better,
Yeah, yeah.
especially with our education system. This should be a part of our science lessons, or
Yeah,
whatever we are studying in
Yes.
school, colleges. Thank you, doctor.
Thank you.
For all the information. So, friends, now I have with me Dr. Bahadur, who is Director Nephrology Administration at Jaslok. Welcome, doctor. We want to know from you about kidney transplants and who are the potential donors for the same.
We should understand in India, 90% of all kidney transplants that happen are living related donors.
Really?
Yes. And only 10% are disease donor. We would like it to be the other way around, as it happens in other countries, Western countries, where the distribution is 60-40. 60% are
Deceased.
40% are living.
But we are at 10 and 90 right now.
But the fact of the matter is we are at 10 and 90.
Okay, doctor, I'm going to ask you a very layman thing right now.
Yeah.
जो हम लोग पॉपुलर कल्चर में देखते हैं, किडनी बेच दूं आईफोन के लिए, ऑल दोज मीम्स एंड एवरीथिंग.
Yeah.
डू पीपल रियली सेल देयर किडनीज टुडे? आज के डे एंड एज में ऐसा होता है? डोनेशन के
The
नाम
fact
पे
is-
किडनीज बेची जाती हैं?
The fact is कि yes, people approach us.
They do.
They do still. And of course, it is illegal, unethical, and definitely I am quite sure this side of the country, nobody does such transplants. And that should not happen.
So
That's
we
not
want ethical donation
Yes.
of organs.
We want ethical donations, not for money, only because you want your loved ones to be living and healthy. So who can donate? So it's either mother, father, grandfather, grandmother, spouse, children, chacha,
They
tau,
can.
cousin.
Okay.
So some relation which
Blood
can
relation.
be some blood relation which can be established by documents and by the HLA typing, so that we don't get into the commercial part of it.
Okay.
Then the most important thing is this has to be voluntary. There should be no pressure. That's the ethical part. A person is donating a part of his body. It's not some money.
Right.
This kidney is not going to grow again. The other kidney will take over. But it has to be voluntary. Dil se. That's what is very important. I can give you an example. One of the first few transplants at Jaslok, it happened in 1975. That's about 50 years back. And recently, we felicitated him, the donor.
Okay.
Yeah. So the donor had come, and 50 years on, he's absolutely okay. He gave his kidney to his brother, and the brother lived for 44 years. So he was 35 when he was donated, and he was 70 plus. He died of some other illness, but one of the longest surviving transplants also, 44 years. So it was a full lifetime. So a donor can give a full lifetime to his or her loved one. And that's the beauty of it. And the donor doesn't have to be troubled about it.
Friends, we have with us Padma Bhushan, Dr. A.B. Mehta. Since we are, trying to make people aware about organ donation in India, it's a subject which is not discussed much in our society. Not many people talk about it. We don't know much about it.
The social workers, or I would say the protectors of society, the doctors, the state, various NGOs, all of them collectively put their forces together and focus on how they can achieve that rate of organ transplant, which could be exemplary to the rest of the world. There cannot be a bigger donation than the organ donation.
Thank you so much, doctor. I hope that people listening to us get inspired and we will be able to create some kind of awareness. एक बात तो तय है, organ donation is the biggest form of donation. I think इस topic के बारे में बहुत सारी बातें होनी चाहिए, discussion शुरू होने चाहिए, awareness होनी चाहिए. सबसे पहला काम तो आप लोग ये कर सकते हो कि हमारी आज की ये वीडियो आप अपने family, friends के साथ share करना. If you have any questions regarding this particular topic, आप लोग नीचे comments में लिखना and we'll try to reply to as many comments as possible. Secondly and most importantly, अगर आज की वीडियो देखने के बाद आपको लगता है कि आप अपने organs pledge करना चाहते हो, I'm leaving a link in my description. Do check it out. You can also go to your nearest hospital to get more details about it. Thank you for watching. Bye.